The essence of Stoic tips for real life. 3. Training your mind does not lie in simply enduring hardship. It's about cultivating resilience and clarity of mind. Understanding the essence of Stoic philosophy means focusing on what we can control and developing a fortress of calm within ourselves. In this story, we'll explore 3 key principles that will guide you through building mental strength and finding inner peace. As Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Remember, do not become an enemy of your own peace and well-being. Before we begin, I would greatly appreciate it if you could click the like button on this story. It helps spread the philosophy of Stoicism to more people. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss any updates. 1. Focus on what you can control. Things like the weather, the behavior of other people, and even parts of our own biological processes are often beyond our control in life. Identifying the things over which we have no control is central to Stoic thought. One way to live a more peaceful and productive life is to concentrate on the things over which we have some measure of control, such as our thoughts, deeds, and responses. When we shift our attention away from things we can't control, we find that our worry and irritation levels go down. Focusing on how we react to current circumstances is more important than fretting about what could happen in the future. If a coworker is persistently annoying, for instance, we can't do much about it except choose our reaction, which might include being calm and collected under pressure. By accepting responsibility for our actions, we go from being reactive to proactive, which in turn helps us maintain mental stability and strength. The practice of maintaining composure in the face of adversity hinges on this central tenet of Stoicism. 2. Express appreciation every day. A potent weapon in the Stoic toolbox is gratitude. Focusing on plenty rather than scarcity is the result of consistently recognizing and valuing what we have. Changing our outlook in this way may have a profound effect on our happiness and our ability to control undesirable feelings like jealousy and anger. To begin, make time every day to think on the things you have to be thankful for. It may be anything as basic as enjoying a delicious meal, a kind friend's gift, or the splendor of a bright day. One way to help oneself stick to this good practice is to keep a gratitude notebook. This habit, when maintained over time, may retrain your brain to be more grateful for the little things, which in turn can boost your mood and contentment. Gratitude training helps us see the good things in our life, which may lead to a more profound feeling of contentment and happiness in a world that is always telling us how bad things are. 3. Embrace discomfort. True progress is found in accepting and overcoming discomfort. According to Stoicism, our innate tendency may be to seek pleasure and avoid suffering, yet doing so might cause us to get stuck and lose out on chances to grow as individuals. We develop resilience and adaptation when we voluntarily leave our comfort zones. Taking on new tasks at work, having tough talks, or working toward fitness goals are all examples of what this may entail. Recognizing that difficulties are necessary for development is the key to embracing discomfort, which is not the same as seeking out pain. When we face our fears and concerns directly, we usually discover that they go away as we gain faith in our capacity to overcome challenges. This exercise also boosts our confidence. As time goes on, we build a stronger and more competent mentality, and the once insurmountable becomes doable. One way to prepare one's mind to be strong and brave when faced with life's unavoidable difficulties is to welcome pain. 4. Live in the present moment. One of the main principles of Stoic philosophy is to always be in the here and now. Being present is not dwelling on things that have already happened or worrying about things that may happen. This technique enhances our awareness and attentiveness, allowing us to fully embrace life as it happens. It is easier to react intelligently and efficiently when we live in the now. This kind of awareness may be developed via practices like deep breathing exercises and mindfulness meditation. We may improve our health, happiness, and contentment by paying attention in the here and now. Whether that's a discussion with a loved one, a job assignment, or even just taking a stroll. Embracing the transience of life and the certainty of change is another aspect of living in the now. Because of this acceptance, we are able to feel both the happiness and sadness of life with deeper depth and calmness. In the end, we may all benefit from learning to live in the now by practicing mindfulness. 5. Reflect on mortality. The deep Stoic habit of reflecting on death, or memento mori, serves as a reminder of the transient character of existence. Thinking about how short our lives are sometimes make us value the time we have more and feel compelled to live them to the fullest, doing what matters most. This contemplation is not intended to be depressing, but rather to act as a wake-up call, prompting us to give priority to what is actually important. As a result, we may be more inclined to set aside fleeting worries and concentrate on what really matters to us. Realizing that we only have so much time on this planet may motivate us to do things like repair damaged relationships, follow our dreams, and live each day to the fullest. Realizing that all experiences, positive and negative, are fleeting also helps in cultivating a calm demeanor toward life's inevitable highs and lows. Being mindful of our own mortality helps us seize the day and act in accordance with our most profound beliefs and dreams. 6. Foster serenity within. A fundamental aspect of Stoic practice is the cultivation of inner peace. A calm and collected mind, able to be at peace no matter what, is what this entails. Mindfulness meditation, deep breathing, and introspective writing are some of the techniques that might help you reach this state. We may teach our thoughts to remain calm and collected by doing these exercises on a regular basis. This inner peace enables us to respond sensibly, rather than impulsively, to difficult events. Developing an attitude of tranquility also helps in dealing with the stresses of everyday life, which in turn boosts emotional and psychological health. Letting up of the impulse to control everything around us and recognizing that certain things are beyond our power is another aspect of inner serenity. Feeling at ease and less anxious is the result of this acceptance. Developing a sense of inner peace may help us face life's challenges head-on, which in turn allows us to live a happier, more fulfilled life. 7. Disengage from results. One important Stoic idea is detaching from outcomes, which means to concentrate on doing the right thing rather than worrying about how it will turn out. Although we have some say over the actions we do, there are frequently other forces at work that determine the final results. Distancing oneself from the results allows us to alleviate the stress and letdown that might accompany setbacks. That doesn't imply we shouldn't aim for anything. It just means we should enjoy the journey more than the destination. When we put in a lot of time and effort into a project, it shouldn't matter whether we succeed or fail. What matters is that we tried our best. Maintaining our dedication and enthusiasm in the face of obstacles is fostered by adopting this approach. Over time, learning to separate ourselves from the results enables us to cultivate resilience and have a positive outlook, which in turn empowers us to face life's uncertainties with more ease and assurance. 8. Be self-restraint. A key aspect of Stoic practice is self-discipline, which stresses the significance of creating patterns of behavior that are congruent with our principles and aspirations for the future. To do this, we must make deliberate decisions and maintain our integrity in the face of adversity. A good example of self-discipline is the practice of regularly allocating time for activities such as exercise, meditation, or skill development. Maintaining a regular routine of self-discipline helps us become more self-controlled and less prone to giving in to temptation. Not only does this get us closer to our objectives, but it also encourages us to be honest and respect ourselves. Furthermore, self-discipline enables us to react to difficulties with more stability and control, avoiding being influenced by transient emotions or other influences. A life that is true to our deepest desires and principles is possible when we take the time to develop the self-discipline that is essential to our success. 9. Show kindness and compassion. Fundamental Stoic characteristics that lead to a meaningful and fulfilled existence are compassion and kindness. Kindness is being helpful and supportive, whereas compassion is trying to put oneself in another person's shoes. By fostering these traits, we may improve our relationships and make the world a better place for everyone. Being kind and compassionate helps people around us, but it also makes us feel better about ourselves since it strengthens our relationships and makes us happy. Giving a sympathetic ear to a buddy going through tough times or lending a hand to a complete stranger might set off a chain reaction of goodwill. Also, being nice and patient helps us understand each other better, which in turn lessens arguments and increases togetherness in our communities. Deeper, more meaningful relationships and a higher feeling of satisfaction may be ours when we let these qualities become habits that affect our interactions and view on life. 10. Take time to reflect on each day. One strong Stoic habit that encourages self-awareness and continual growth is assessing one's day on a regular basis. Every day, before you turn in, sit down and think about what you did, what you thought, and how you felt. Think on the positives, the negatives, and how you handled each. You may learn to see patterns in your actions and pinpoint places where you might improve by doing this. For instance, you may figure out how to deal with persistent emotions of anger or annoyance by investigating what triggers them. You might feel more accomplished and motivated after reflecting on your day, since you can enjoy your triumphs and appreciate your development. Furthermore, by prompting you to live with greater awareness and in accordance with your principles, this daily assessment may improve your intentionality and mindfulness. As time goes on, reflecting on your life on a frequent basis may help you grow as a person and face life's challenges with more knowledge and resilience. 11. Welcome change. To deal with the unavoidable ups and downs of life, one key Stoic discipline is to welcome change. According to Stoicism, the one thing that never changes is change itself, and fighting against it usually only makes things worse. Embracing and even seeking out change allows us to gracefully and resiliently traverse changes. With this outlook, we may perceive change for what it really is, a chance to learn and develop. A loss of employment, for example, may be seen as an opportunity to learn new things or pursue a different line of work. Being adaptable and receptive means welcoming change with open arms and a willingness to modify our minds as things unfold. This flexibility not only makes us more resilient, but it also makes us better at handling a wide range of challenges. Through the process of accepting and embracing change, our ability to bounce back from adversity and have a happy attitude is enhanced. 12. Make time for peaceful. Communication one of the most useful Stoic practices. Thoughtful conversation helps people understand one another and improves relationships. Being totally present and attentive means paying close attention throughout talks, listening carefully, and reacting with care. Staying in the here and now and paying attention to the other person might help you prevent arguments and miscommunication. Being emotionally intelligent and in control of your words is another component of mindful communication. This will help you to be more productive and compassionate when you speak. To avoid acting on impulse, it's a good idea to take a few deep breaths and think about your reaction thoroughly before replying to criticism. Your encounters will be more meaningful and pleasant as a result of this practice's enhancement of empathy and respect. Mindful communication has the potential to improve relationships, foster trust, and bring about a more positive and peaceful atmosphere in the long run. Better and more satisfying relationships may be yours via practicing mindful communication.